What's up everybody, Yogi here, and today I got for you guys a Ninja Rose Season 18 walkthrough using only one team, which of course is going to be that first team that you've seen here. Basically this is just going to be one of those more relaxed type of walkthroughs versus my previous stuff. If you guys didn't see my other video, I said I was going to be pulling back on the guides, but I'm like, hey, I can still do this, no problem. So for map 1 here, you pretty much have 5 enemies. All their field skills are going to be them reducing the amount of damage they take by 50% based off of their main type. So for example, heart enemy is going to be giving off 50% heart reduction as his field skill. No juices or anything, so all you gotta do is take them out down to 1 and then stall back up for the next map, preferably with your long range AoE ultimates ready to go. On to the second map, we have 10 enemies appearing. All of them have about 20,000 HP, and they have a 400 fixed damage field skill, so you want to get rid of as many of them as soon as possible. And you can also stall back up here on 1 if you want to, but it really is not needed here. On to the third map, we have just Gaara. He has about 5,000 HP and 90,000 defense on him. So the best way to take him out is by using jutsus that have areas that damage him over time. Units like Great Ninja War Sakura, PvP Tsunade, the Sannin PvP Tsunade. You have Hanzo, Amaterasu from Ashura, and Akatsuki Robe Sasuke. There are tons of units that can fit the bill here. Also, Gaara's jutsu does 1,400 damage with no bonus effects. On to map 4, we have the Ninetales appearing with Madara. This is the only map that will have another unit appear with him, and for a first boss this is pretty crazy. What he's going to be doing is basically, claw swiping at you. When he does that, it's 600 damage if he hits you. His tail beast bomb, which will come from the danger from the top of his head, along with the main body on occasion, will deal 1,800 damage to each unit they hit. The top spot being on the top half of the map, and then the main body attacking the bottom half of the map. And then of course we have Madara here, who also has an insane amount of HP. Thankfully he can be immobilized, so if you're running 6-path Madara or Rinnegan Sasuke, you will be able to keep him out of commission for a while. And Madara will also use his jutsu at some point, which is a long range circle, dealing a good amount of damage. Now because of the way the Ninetales' HP is, along with how his hitboxes are, your best bet is to just keep barraging him with your juices and ultimates and keeping your units close together, especially if they have damage reduction, preferably to the top left, just to keep them out of the way of the claw attack. For this map we have 5 enemies appearing. They all have combo slip damage that they're going to be dishing out, and along with that they each have around 38,000 to 40,000 HP, 300 on the regular attack, and then 1,200 damage on our jutsus. Some of them are AoE, some of them aren't. Best thing to do here is just nuke them to get rid of them down to 1, and then you can stall back up for the next boss. On to the second boss, we have Son-Goku. He is the one and only body boss here. Now from the spot to the very top, the heart spot, it'll deal 300 damage every time he activates it. The main body, when he does the same move, the explosive hit, he will deal 1050 damage. He also will use, when he has danger, the monkey flame, which is a hitbox all the way to the left side of the map, a huge rectangle pretty much covering all of the left side. Still does 1050 damage. And then the skill part of the body will constantly be doing Floral Mountain, which does 800 damage. There's a very small safe zone at the very top right of the map, but again, just like with the first boss, he keeps dishing out a lot of damage. The hitboxes are crazy. Your best bet is to just keep attacking and nuking him. For this map, we have just Killer Bee. You guys might have seen it flash rare map, but rare maps do not matter on Ninja Road anymore. They do not change the units you have to fight. So for Killer Bee here, he has a countdown of 3. He can be immobilized. And what he is going to do is use his jutsu 3 times in a row, dealing 3,500 base damage. Basically, once you add that up, that means you'll be taking 14,000 damage if he's hitting a regular unit. But even then, if he targets a skill unit, by the time he's done using his jutsus, you're going to lose 7,000 HP. So you definitely want to be careful here when fighting him. Make sure your skill unit is the closest to him. Otherwise, you're going to have to rely on immobilizers to take him out. Also, because my Utakata is max dupe, he has 2 body reduction skills, so you will be seeing him take less damage than usual. On to the third boss, we have Katsuyu. When it comes to the spot on the bottom right part of the map, it has about 120,000 HP, and what it's going to do by the time it runs out is heal all of its spots by 10,000 points. So if you do not have enough firepower or strong enough units to take it all out at the moment, best thing to do is stall up and then go out of your way to nuke that spot, and then from there take out the other spots. The body spot will continually use the boneless body crush on you. It has a very small chance of immobilizing you for 2 turns. And then the top spot, the main body, will keep using acid slime that will damage you over time if you're standing in it. It starts off dealing 1,000 damage, but as time goes on, it will eventually change to 1,500 damage, and then at the most 2,500 damage. So you just gotta keep up with that. Make sure you don't get too many of your units around the top, and the safe zone is at the bottom of the map. On to map 9, we have the Sound 4. They all have a ridiculous amount of HP. I don't know if that was a glitch, by the way, with the little line they're showing here, but what it should be saying is that they are only weak to bravery and wisdom units. If you use any other types, body, heart, or skill, you are going to be taking back reflect damage. So what you want to be doing here is using only your bravery and wisdom characters here to damage them. Madara has the ability of removing barriers along with Six Path Naruto on his jutsu, and they will eventually actually pull back up their barriers. So this map will definitely take you the longest. There are other ways to get around this by using Sage Naruto, for example, because he ignores it. There's also the Blazing Fest Bravery Sakura. She ignores barriers as well. So there's other units you can use and bring here, but basically it's all about getting rid of their barrier with someone who can remove it and then nuking them as fast as possible. Now they each have their own field skills, just like on the first map. Oddly enough, they still have stuff like 50% heart reduction and skill reduction, but also ones like wisdom reduction and maybe bravery reduction. I don't know if the last one's bravery reduction or body. All the other ones I can confirm, however. It comes from Kidomaru. Anyway, they don't deal too much damage on their regular attacks. Their jutsus do 900 at most, and only Jirobo and Tayuya are AoE. So best one to stall against is Kidomaru or Sakon. And once their HP gets low enough, it's a very good idea to go ahead and stall back up. On to the final boss, we have Itachi appearing. Now this is why you want to make sure that you stall up all of your ultimates for this part, just so you can get rid of the shield as quickly as possible. Otherwise Itachi will start healing himself and also put up a barrier. Now the important thing to note here is that his regular attack along with his jutsu all does the same amount of damage, 1400. However, what's different with this version of Itachi is when he uses his Totsuka Blade, which is full map and going to target whoever is closest to him, he does it twice in a row, and it will also immobilize, Jutsu Seal, and Switch Seal. It's pretty much a 100% chance of it hitting unless you have some resistances of your own. A very good example of this is by using Bravery Sakura's Jutsu. She has a 90% chance of ignoring the immobilize along with the Jutsu Seal, so basically 10% chance that she'll actually get hurt with that, leaving the only thing to have to worry about basically being the Switch Seal part of it. Anyway, once you get rid of the shield, it's all about stalling up and, you know, nuking Itachi. When it comes to having someone tank the hits, you want to get them as close to him as possible and leave your other two units in the bottom left corner. Otherwise he will hit one of each of them. But you just got to remember, whoever's getting hit, they're basically going to be out of commission. Only thing they can do is regular attack, and they cannot pull off any jutsus or ultimates unless you let someone else take the two hits from Itachi. Anyway, you guys, that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. Just a quick walkthrough for you guys and showing you that you can beat this with just one team. It will definitely be easier if you use your second and or third team to take down some hard maps, like if you have a team full of wisdom and bravery units, specifically for map 9 for example. So I hope this video helped you guys out. You guys can enjoy the rest of the run. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe before you go. Peace.
right.